Hi, this is my Second Life tutorial on the basics of building. Building in Second Life is mainly done using prims. This is short for primitive. So let's begin by creating a prim. First thing you need to do is go to your build menu, which you can select up here, or just press Ctrl B. And that will instantly bring it up with the default wand, which is used for building. And if we left click the wand on the ground, there we go, we've got a prim. And that's the default shape prim, a square box. Now we'll look at the edit tool instead of the wand tool for creating. If you want to edit a prim you've already created, or one that you find in the game environment that you have permissions to edit, you can select this tab up to the left, or press Ctrl 3, I think is the shortcut, and that will bring up an arrow which you can select a prim with, and then you've got your menu up here to edit everything. Another feature of the build menu is the ability to name the prims you've created, so we'll call this one box 1, and you can give it a description. And so now if we're looking through our inventory and we're wanting to find this specific thing, we would know that it's box 1 instead of just object. So for example, if we want to change the size of this prim, we can go down here and change the X from 0.500 to 0.800, and notice the prim change size. If we do that for the X, Y and Z, it'll turn it into a bigger box. And we can also do rotation and twist and various other things to affect our prims from this object menu. So for example, if I want to do a rotation, if I put 15 into the Y axis, and notice the box rotates slightly. Okay, so you've probably noticed that the default texture is always this plain wood one here, and you might want to change that if you're building something interesting. So to do that, if we go to the build menu and the edit, select our box, and then if we go to texture on the tabs here, you can see there the default texture, and then if we go to library, we've got a whole lot of textures that come with everyone's Second Life installation. So for example, we can put some rock texture on it. Now if you look at the box, it's changed to a rock or stone texture. So if we've created a unique object, or one which we're wanting an exact replica of, you can just copy it by using the Shift key and then selecting one of the movement points on the prim, and you have an exact copy of that object. So that's just selecting the object, holding down Shift, and then moving the object with one of its movement points. To build complex objects in Second Life, you use multiple prims, and if you're wanting to move the object you've created, with the standard setup, the prims will just separate from one another even after you've created that object. So what we want to do to fix this is to link the prims together into an object. We do this by selecting one prim, holding down Shift, select another prim, and another prim, all while holding down Shift, then press Ctrl L, and prims are linked together.